I don't want to sit here with nothing in my ears. So let's put something on in the background. Just barely. So you can barely hear it. As I read you a story, and you guys help me pick what to do next. You guys ready? Basically how this is going to go is I'm going to read this story and you can read it along with me and you can choose what I do next. Basically. Alright. Oh, I should turn that down a little. That cough sounded pretty loud, according to that bar. Shut up! Shut up! Yes, please refresh. This is a wrestling-based choose-your-own-adventure story. Alright. You guys all good? You guys refreshed? You guys ready? Because I sure am. Alright. Alright. There we go. This is Slammed by Paolo Chiquiamco. Chapter 1. The Backyard Basher. Click. The scene unfolds like a dream, at least at first. There you were, standing tall and proud, arms outstretched, an invitation to worship. All around you, voices obliged. They were chanting a name. Your name. This was the moment you had been waiting for. You soaked everything in for just one more second. What was the harm? Then crouched atop the turnbuckle and launched yourself high into the air, spinning like an Olympic diver before pinning your prey. Or at least, that was the plan. Your left foot and the top rope had other ideas. Slam! You hit the mat hard and your head did a little bounce, arousing a sympathetic intake of breath from the small segment of audience that wasn't laughing their lungs out. You lay unmoving at the feet of your opponent. Big Benji from the Kirby Men's Wrestling School or Big Brenda from the Kirby Women's Wrestling League? So you guys, here's the part where you guys get to pick who I choose. I think it's overwhelming that it's Big Brenda then. Okay. Alright, we pick Big Brenda then. Brenda rolled her eyes in disdain. She blew a kiss at the crowd, then dragged you away from the ropes and hooked your leg as she lay across your body. 1, 2, 3! You remember how much you disliked the big woman when you were classmates at the KWWL? The feeling was, obviously, mutual. Unfortunately, Myra Kirby knew that you and Brenda were the best students at her school, which was why Brenda was almost always your opponent during the unpaid exhibitions Kirby would put up to defray the expenses of your schooling. This is also why you feel as if your professional wrestling career was shortened by a decade even before it began. The woman turned every match into an actual beatdown. Those ham-sized fists hurt. Even when all you're doing is watching a video of the match. Click. So, what do you think? Asks Sam. With the video on pause, you find yourself once again aware of your surroundings. You're in a dingy studio apartment, filled with a strange... Oh, I'm sorry. You're in a dingy studio. Apartment! Filled with a strange combination of computer equipment and wrestling merchandise. It's like a Circuit City had a one-night stand with a Toys R Us. You're sitting on the edge of a bed, one of only 2 spots in the room cleared for human habitation. Sam McEnroe sits on the other, a chair. A steel chair, naturally. Drawn up close to a table that groans under the weight of the recording equipment and video monitors. Sam is the Vice President of Promotions for the Borderless Wrestling Federation, which means that he spends most of his day uploading grainy, shaky cam footage to YouTube. Shaky or not, those videos receive thousands of views from the die-hard Bowsers, as the BWF call themselves. And they're one of the reasons why the BWF have been making serious waves on the independent wrestling circuit. Well, that and the fact that they occasionally hold matches in a ring attached to a flatbed truck. A moving flatbed truck. So you guys see the 3 options that you can choose from? Yes, you did see the King of the Road reference. It'd be great. I hope they don't put me in a match like that, or I'll wrestle in whatever match they put me in. I'm seeing a lot for number 3. 1, 2, or 3, guys. Just make it super easy for me. I'm seeing a lot of 1s and a lot of 3s. Let's make this quick. And pick number 3. I'll wrestle in whatever match they put me in. I am hardcore, thank you. Signing with the BWF at your age and with your experience, or more accurately, your lack thereof, is quite the coup. Sam's in charge of putting together a series of vignettes to hype your debut. He's here to make you look good. Or at least, that's what you were led to believe. You look at the shot of your ignominious defeat, then back at Sam. I was thinking of using this in your first video. Really captures your, you know, essence. You say. I don't really think... Oh, don't worry. I've already uploaded it. We're up to 5,000 views already. Hope it goes viral. He has a smile on his face and a twinkle in his eye. He's enjoying this. Doesn't he know who you are? You're... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Or 7. Alright. 1 to 7. Do I make my own or do I pick one of these? I like Leader Ender. Alright, so it's an overwhelming 7. What is my wrestling name? It's overwhelming 7, jeez. Okay. Everyone... I'm gonna have to make a poll now. Alright. We're back to the polls. Alright. Let's see. I've seen that one like 5 times, so let's put it in. Cocksucker. Tits McBitch. I'll take 5 that I see. Slap Fazzlebath. Butkinson. Alright. Get your votes in. Oh, jeez, these are close. I'll give you a small amount of time. It's close, but it's too close, guys! Alright, Chocolate Bomber's taken a demanding lead of 3 votes. Five votes now. Oh, 4. Nine. Alright, that's enough. Alright, I'm Chocolate Bomber then. Don't you know who I am? I'm Chocolate Bomber. So just Chocolate Bomber, not the Chocolate Bomber? I guess. Alright. You're Chocolate Bomber! You're a professional wrestler! And to see that smirk on his face makes you feel angry. I will not be disrespected, amused, a bit of friendly hazing, is it? Or resigned. I'm used to people laughing at me. Well, if it was me, if we're talking about me, I'd pick the third one, but what do you guys think? 1, 2, or 3, please. And we'll get straight into this. Looks like it's an overwhelming 3. I am resigned. I'm used to people laughing at me. It's always the same. People can worship a reality TV star whose only credentials are a hot body and a train wreck lifestyle, but professional wrestlers, oh, professional wrestlers are just ridiculous. You thought things would be different in an honest-to-God wrestling promotion, but if their staff feel the same way, maybe you should reconsider. Whoa there, chin up, girl! Sam gestures towards his computer monitor, where the offending video is gone, replaced by thumbnail videos of some matches you recognize as personal favorites. Just a little joke there, okay? I didn't actually upload that train wreck. Everyone botches a spot now and then, right? Sam gives you a wan smile. Wan smile? I'll say it's a warm smile. We'll get started on the real thing now. But seriously, you need to have thicker skin if you're gonna be in this business. You're too relieved to do anything, but not enthusiastically. We've got a lot of good stuff here, says Sam, bringing up small windows of match footage in one of his larger computer monitors. I'm impressed. You've got better quality videos than wrestlers who have been working the circuit for years. You nod. Mara knows what promoters look for. Mara Kirby, or Killer Kirby as she's better known, is a former wrestler who worked all over the world, and even made it all the way to the GWA. Sure, she'd spent her years there as a jobber, never winning any matches, but she'd kept her eyes and ears open and learned from the best, and not just from the wrestlers. Kirby paid attention to every aspect of the business. It was this wisdom that she passed down at her school, at least to the few to whom she still opened its doors. 1, 2, or 3. Some 2s, some 1s, 2s and 3s. 2. It sounds like. Oh, it's close for 2s. Alright, I'll pick 2. I got my money's worth, I suppose. What we need to know, Sam says, is tighten our focus. What we need to do now, Sam says, is tighten our focus. We need to highlight your strengths and cover up any weaknesses, and a big part of that will be the type of footage that we select. He leans back in his chair. Now, lucky for you, we've got a wide assortment of footage. I divided the clips into 3 broad categories. Sam walks you through each group. The first shows you doing a lot of power moves. Suplexes, power bombs, vicious clotheslines. The second group shows off your mat skills, with a lot of chain wrestling. Extended sequences of you and your opponent countering each other's holds. The third group features promos you've cut before and after matches, challenging or mocking your opponents. Which group should I draw heavily from? Power, technical, or promos? A lot of 3s, a lot of 1s. Nobody's being very technical today. It's so close between 1 and 3. Yeah, I might have to go with 1 then. Power moves. You consider your strength to be your greatest asset. You're no hulking behemoth, but then, you've always been stronger than you looked. You've never faced an opponent you couldn't lift off the ground. This group, you say, pointing to a clip where you managed to lift Big Brenda and slam her onto the mat. Alright, Sam says, the vignettes will focus on your inhuman power. I'll start this page again. Oh, my internet is so bad today. Come on. Are we back? Or is my internet just gonna be terrible today? I think we're good now. We're back. We're back. Alright, I don't know what happened there. My internet's been kinda bad today. Alright, I'll read this from the top then. We already? Okay. Great, great. I'm getting excited. Sam rolls up his sleeves. You're not quite sure how that will help him type better. But whatever. We're going to be doing more than one vignette though, so I'll be showing off other aspects of your game as well. But just to narrow things down, is there a group that you don't want me to emphasize in the vignettes? I think it's just 2 or 3. Two? Alright. We're not going to focus very much on mat skills then. That sounds more interesting. Alright. Alright. Hold on. I'm not as smooth technically as I'd like to be, you say. Not that you need to explain that further, after reliving that botch with Brenda. Say no more, Sam says. I'll get you over by focusing on your strength and your promos. Sam chooses a few more video clips, making sure that you agree before adding them to a folder with your name on it. Okay, this thing is starting to take shape in my head. It's gonna be epic. Sam's furious, shifting files around his computer, but then he stops and whacks his forehead. Almost forgot. Man, Gator would have killed me. He rummages under his desk for something, and comes up with a slim folder. Inside is a copy of your contract with the BWF. Just fill in the blanks. I wasn't sure about your full name, so I left that part for you as well. First blank is for your first name. Two, 4, 6. I guess I'm a girl after picking Brenda. One to 6. Right, I guess I'll pick 6 then. Next. Alright, what's my first name? I'll end this. What's my first name? Phil. Heather. Butter. Lena. May, since some people wanted me to pick May. And Scoish. Fudge. That's not how you spell that. There you go. Get your votes in, I guess. I'll give you 30 seconds. Alright, that's enough. My last name. It's 1 to 5, I guess. One to 6. If you're just joining us, that was a lot of 4s. Alright. Ah, I see what number 4 is now, okay. So that's why. If you're just joining us, I'm reading this book called Slammed. It's a choose your own adventure, so you guys are choosing for me. Just because I want to get you guys involved in what we do. There are a lot of 4s. So I'm Dulina Blood then. Okay. Oh, one more thing. You look up from the contract to see Sam still typing away at his computer. Have you and Gator agreed on whether you'll be coming in as a face or a heel? That'll color the tone of the vignettes. Vinny Gator is the promoter and booker of the BWF, and he was the one who personally recruited you into the promotion. After a few meetings with him, you both agreed that it would be best if he came in as a face or heel, one or two. People want to root for me, or I carried myself like a natural villain. Looks like I'm a heel. You're not really sure whether you should take that as a compliment, but as Vince said, if they're booing you, then they'll pay to see you. That sounds like Vinny, alright, Sam laughs. You've got your work cut out for you. We've got lots of great heels at the BWF. Sam squints at the screen, then shifts to his web browser. Wait a second. You were the 130-pound NCAA champ a year ago, right? Let's grab some footage of you're on your feet and at Sam's side before you're even aware of what you're doing. Hey! He shouts. You realize that you have his right hand in a tight grip. That hurts! Nothing from that tournament, you say, your voice sounding strangely calm in your ears. Okay, okay, let go! You let him pull his hand away and he massages it gingerly. Jeez, all you had to do was say so. You mumble an apology, or at least you think that you do. The rest of the session goes by in a blur, and you're only vaguely aware of Sam telling you that a new vignette will be released every Monday until your debut match in 3 weeks. You leave Sam's apartment and somehow make your way to the bus stop. It's only a 10-minute ride to your aunt's place, where you're staying before your first BWF show. But your mind is miles away, back in your hometown of 1 to 5? Where am I from? Or where is this person from? 5? Somewhere else? Okay. Alright, where am I from? Or where is Dulina blood from? That's unknown. Wherever he wants. Blackpool Inland? What the fuck? Indiana? What? One more. There you go. Well, I guess that's what we're going with. Hey, you can't go against the poll. You should have said something funnier. Alright. Barbara Streisand's nose is a... 5. Two for 2, 2 for 4. Alright, 2 is getting a lot of the votes, but 4 is getting votes as well. I don't know which one to pick. Bustling city? I'm not even from the wrong side of the tracks, guys. Come on. Alright, 2. 2 it is. Her perspective may have been different if you'd been on the losing side of one of the... If not... Let me try that again. Your perspective may have been different if you'd been on the losing side of one of the not infrequent crimes and misdemeanors. But as it is, all you really remember is that the city had everything you could ever want. Until you started wanting to wrestle, you'll never forget your home. But it's time to leave the nest. It's time to leave Barbara Streisand's nose. Now, whether or not you can fly, that's the question. 3 weeks later, the Araneta Town Hall. Good to meet you. I'm Chocolate Bomber. Have you seen Sam McEnroe? One by one, the wrestlers shrug or shake their head as you make your way around the locker room, exchanging handshakes with rookies and veterans both. The lone exception is a beefy Greek wrestler getting some sort of design tattooed on her face. I think I saw him with one of the sound guys. You nod your thanks, and hurry out of the locker room once you've made the rounds. You're set to debut tonight as the second match on the card, and you just realize that you don't have any entrance music yet. You've just left the locker room when you feel a tap on your shoulder. You turn around to see Lana Lance, your opponent tonight. She's been in the BWF for 3 years, but you've got the feeling she won't be around much longer. You met her earlier in the day, when you were going over the match in Vinny's office, and she just seemed disinterested. Listen, said Lance, I know Vinny has you going over tonight, and that's great and all, but I was wondering if we could actually have a match instead of a squash. You're taken aback. Why didn't you say something earlier? Vinny is down on me lately. Damned if I know why. Lance puts her hands together. Listen, I've got some old high school friends in the audience. I don't want them to see me just roll over. Before you can say anything else, Lance continues. I promise, we'll be a minute or two overtime, that's all. And if the ref gives the signal to end it, we'll end it. I know how it sounds, and I'll owe you big time. It's just that there's this boy that I haven't seen in ages, and you tune her out. You can let Lance get a few moves of her own in, but that may just weaken your debut. It's not like Lance has been booked as a strong opponent, and, maybe more importantly, what'll Vinny think? As the promoter and booker of Borderless Wrestling, he's your boss, your only boss. And he may not take too kindly to improvisation, even if it could result in a more exciting match. On the other hand, wrestlers who show consideration to their peers, who make their opponents look good, are generally more popular in the locker room. Those who focus on turning matches into highlight reels are deemed to be all about ring flash, and deficient in the awareness that makes a great wrestler. That being said, fans do love to see flashy wrestlers. 1, 2, or 3. Two. Lots of twos. We're getting some threes in there. Alright, I guess we're going with 2. We're here backstage and in front of the crowd. Alright, 2 it is. Oh, you want me to do a poll? Okay, I'll do a poll. Alright. 2 is overwhelming, jeez. I want to be a nice guy though, but I'm doing this for you. This is all of you picking for me. Okay. Lana's face brightens up. Poor sap. You won't regret it. I'll make you look like $1,000,000 when you do win. You were going to look like $1,000,000 by squashing him. That was the point. Oh, well, it's a him now. The two of you quickly come up with a new plan for the match when you excuse yourself to go find Sam. You finally find Sam, surrounded as usual by computers and recording equipment, talking to a pair of technicians about the choreography of the lights for one of the entrances. Sam, Hey, if it isn't the woman of the hour! Shouldn't you be in your gear by now? You would be if you hadn't spent the last half hour looking for him. Sam, about my Oh, have you been checking the BWF forums? He's not even looking at you. Those little vignettes we've been running have drummed up a lot of interest in you, my friend. He turns to you with a smile. People are saying you look strong enough to give Marge Large a run for her money. Sam nods to himself, exuding self-satisfaction. I've heard a few girls talking about how they can't wait to see you get your ass pummeled. You grin. Well then, I guess we're going to have a few disappointed customers after tonight's... You break off and shake your head. Wait, that's not even important right now. One, two, or three. One, two, or three, guys. One. Oh, it's ones everywhere. Okay, I shouldn't have even asked. I need to choose an entrance song. Relax, Chocolate Bomber. Sam gives you the thumbs up. I've got you covered. He presses a button, and immediately your senses are assaulted by the unmistakable opening melody of Want, 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 a song by some new tween sensation. You cross your arms. This had better be another joke. Sam laughs. You should see her face. Sam cracks his knuckles, then taps through a few windows on his nearest computer monitor. Don't worry, I've been thinking about it. I didn't want to make a final decision without consulting you. He opens an audio file. A blistering guitar solo rises to a crescendo in the first 5 seconds, then is abruptly cut off before the song kicks in again, with a woman singing about how the world is too small for her ambitions. This one is called Broken Shell by the Witchers. If you want something a bit more classic in nature, you hear trumpets and a steady cascading beat, without lyrics. It's rough around the edges, but gets across a feeling of triumph. It reminds you of the type of theme music they had during the Adjective era. Thumbs up. A term fans used to refer to GWA in the 80s, where cartoonish characters were the rule. This one is Steel Patriot, done by a student from my alpha mater. Big wrestling fan. But if you want something contemporary... Sam clicks the third file. Hey, you say. I know this one. Girl Rising, right? Sam grins. I am such a fan of ecstasy. Whoa. Yeah, I saw the standee in your room. Have I told you that you're kinda creepy? Shut up. This song still gets a lot of airplay. Starts slow, but everyone knows it. It has a great rap chorus once you get to the ring. No one else is using it? Sam shrugs. No one in the BWF or the GWA. That's good enough for me. So which one do you want to go with? Yeah. No, there's no no, we're not using yeah. 1, 2, or 3. A lot of 3s, but a lot of 1s as well. I don't want to poll this. Alright, we'll go with number 3. Sam nods, then turns back to his computers. You're the boss. Let me just slot that in here and... There you are. You turn to see Vinny. Oh, there you are. I used the wrong inflection there, like we're still talking to Sam. You turn to see Vinny Gator stomping towards you and chomping on his trademark unlit cigar. The promoter of the Borderless Wrestling Federation is a small, balding man who positively vibrates with restless energy. Usually it's a positive energy, but the expression on his face tells you that's not the case at the moment. Hey, Vinny, Sam says without turning around. We're going with Girl Rising for Chocolate Bomber's entrant. What for clothesline's sake are you still doing here? Uh-oh. Vinny only starts with using terms as cuss substitutes. Vinny only starts using wrestling terms as cuss substitutes when something's really gone wrong. You take a step back as Vinny jabs the stogie in your direction. What do you start to ask, but he cuts you off. You're running 5 minutes! But you look from Vinny to Sam and back to Vinny. I'm second on the card. Is this another joke, or why didn't anyone tell me that before? 1, 2, or 3. One. Okay. Okay. That's a lot of ones. Okay. I'm second on the card. That's what Vinny told you. You can't just change the card. Or so you thought. If you'd been in the dressing room where we expected you to be, said Vinny, someone would have told you that Otto is a no-show. By the time I'm through with him, he won't be able to get his name on a library card. Your eyes go wide. But that means... Vinny stops raining to fix you with a laser-like glare. Why are you still standing around? You jumped and sprint back to the locker room, only belatedly realizing you didn't tell Vinny about your conversation with Lance. Well, no time for that now. You get to your locker room and quickly change out of your street clothes and into your wrestling gear. A feather-cut wrestling singlet similar to what you used to wear in your amateur wrestling days, but with Chocolate Bomber emblazoned on the back, and instead of your school colors, this one features black and red, blue and white, purple and silver. Am I Wolfpack, BWO, or purple and silver? Lots of 3s and 1s. Looks like 3's gonna take it. Alright, 3 it is. You lace up your boots, then head towards the curtained-off exit, adrenaline starting to give you that buzz you always get before a fight. You thump your skull twice with lightly balled fists, and twice more on your chest, a little ritual from your college squad, something to settle the nerves. You hear the ring announcer introduce Lance, who's already on her way to the ring. Vinny is standing by the curtain, peeping out at the crowd. He turns back to you, calm and composed now. He grins around his cigar, and you suddenly realize, after all this time, he still gets excited by his job. Are you slamming ready, kid? Before you can answer, you hear the opening line of your song. One foot in front of the other, beginning to play, and Vinny is giving you a thumbs up. 1, 2, or 3. Do I stride, do I run, or do I walk? 2? Lots of 2s. Sounds like lots of 2s. Looks like I'm going for a run. Okay. Oh, do I 3? Oh. Let's do this! To hell with nerves. To hell with fear. You're where you want to be and you're going to enjoy yourself. The Araneta is packed, but it's a small town hall, so that means less than 100 people. Still, the Bowsers make up in enthusiasm anything they lack in numbers. They are the most boisterous fans on the independent circuit, and they love making themselves heard. When you enter, the boos are immediate. They almost drown out your reintroduction. And making her debut tonight, from Barbara Streisand's nose, weighing 190 pounds, Chocolate Bomber! You suck! Boo! Lance will kill you. Lance will kill you. You sniff disdainfully and saunter up to the ring, arms raised as if you're generously allowing them to gaze at your body. This is it, you think to yourself. This is what I want. You slide into the ring, still in something of a daze, soaking in the crowd's noise. You head to one of the ring posts and strike a pose. As you do so, your eyes lock onto a fan in the very first row. It's a very attractive young man, maybe just a bit older than you, in a wrestling shirt that strains against the muscles of his chest. He gives you a dazzling smile when he catches you looking at him. He's definitely my type. Oh, am I shy? Oh, I'm into women, not men. I give him a wink. Lots of 4s. Yeah, I highly recommend going on Steam and getting yourself a copy of Slammed and playing for yourself. Lots of 4s. Okay, I give him a wink. I'm into women, but my character doesn't need to be. The referee calls your attention, and you and Lance take positions across each other in the center of the ring. Lance looks at you intently, her expression almost desperate. But at the moment, you're too awash in your own emotions to give much thought to what she's feeling. You're seconds away from your first official Borderless Wrestling Federation match. All those hours of study under Myra Kirby, all those unpaid gigs in all but empty gymnasiums, all those days of bearing with Big Brenda's complaints. Ugh. All for this moment. You're not sure if you want to savor the anticipation, or if you just want the bell to... The bell rings! The match has begun! You lock up with Lance, then quickly bring her into a side headlock, squeezing her head with your right arm. You shift your body weight and flip her over your hip, your arm still pincering her head. It's a classic takedown, and she grunts as her back hits the mat. Lance wriggles free of the hold and gets back on her feet, and the two of you face off again. Time to kick things up a notch. I wonder who thinks of the match so far. 1, 2, or 3. One. Lots of 3s. I see a majority of 3s there. It's between 1 and 3. It's pretty close. Looks like a 3. What does Vinny think of the match so far? As much as you'd like to entertain the crowd, Vinny is the one you need to impress if your career is going to go anywhere. Lance attempts a running clothesline, arm outstretched to ram your neck as she passes you, but you duck under her arm and hit the ropes. You repeat the sequence a second time, but this time, instead of just ducking under the blow, you trap her right arm with your left, then go for the arm trap neckbreaker, twisting Lance's head painfully as you both fall to the mat. The crowd pops modestly as you hit the move. You retreat to your corner and give the audience a thumbs down. Ooh, boo! The crowd reacts, not just to you, but to the fact that Lance has gotten to her feet and ready to charge you as you're looking away. The original plan was for you to turn around in time to counter Lance's attack. Lance's idea for you to turn around too late and get hit by a Hurricane Rana, setting up a sequence of offense moves from her. You think you'll go with the plan C, as in clobber. Instead of turning around slowly, you rush Lance, who doesn't have time to stop or change direction. Your shoulder rams into her gut, and you can feel the air getting pushed out of her. While she's still gasping for air, you hook her leg, then roll backwards. As Lance hits the mat back first, once, then twice, a beautiful rolling fisherman suplex you call the Delgado. 1, 2, 3! The winner of this match, by pinfall, Chocolate Bomber! Lance rolls out of the ring gingerly, and you climb a turnbuckle, give the audience a thumbs down, and soak in the booze. Your first professional win. You could get used to this. As your hand is raised in victory, you smile, frown, or keep my face expressionless. Fucking killed her. One, two, or three. Alright, it looks like I'm gonna smile. We don't approve to fans. Alright, two's close as well. This is too close to call. Maybe. Alright, I'll pick 1. You think that went well, all things considered. There's a lot of activity backstage as you step through the curtain, but almost everyone stops and gives you a round of applause. A few of the other wrestlers even come up to congratulate you with a handshake or a pat on the back. For the first time in a long time, you feel like you belong. It's a good feeling. Then you see Vinny standing near the door to the locker room, talking to one of the women wrestlers. He's holding a rolled up magazine which he uses to point to you when he sees you. Kid, get over here! Oh good, he's coming to congratulate you. Oh, which one do I pick? 1, 2, or 3? Fuck Lance. One, 2, or 3. Getting a lot of 1s, but a lot of 3s too. It's too close. A 3's taking the lead, I think. Oh! Alright, I'll pick number 3, just for you. Vinny is gnawing at his cigar like he just insulted his mother. What happened out there? Lance just stormed out of here without a word. Didn't even wait for her pay. He shrugged. She wanted to change the match flow, so I did. Just not the way Lance wanted, I guess. Vinny's eyes narrow. The next time you have a problem with one of the girls, you come to me, understand? If you keep using the squared circle to resolve grudges, you'll just create more trouble for yourself. And trust me, kid, you may think you're good, but there are people here who could kill you. He takes the cigar out of his mouth. Or worse, kill your career. Vince gives you a meaningful look. Are we clear? You swallow. Yes, sir. Vinny keeps a scowl on his face for a moment more, then sighs. You're lucky that I'm in a good mood, he says, unrolling the magazine. Is that this week's Masters? He unrolls the magazine with a smile. That it is. Trollnonymous made the MWWR 100 this week. That makes 5 from Borderless Wrestling. Not too shabby for a little independent, eh? Masters of Wrestling is the most influential wrestling publication in the world. While it maintains both an online and offline presence, much of their prestige comes from their weekly magazine, which features grades for matches, shoot interviews, and the Masters of Wrestling World Rankings. The editors take on the top wrestlers in the business. It's one of your goals to make it to the MWWR 100, all the way to the top. But right now you're not thinking about that. You're not thinking about anything except the young woman featured in the inset on the cover of the magazine. Could I borrow that for a second? Before Vinny could reply, you've taken the magazine, flipping through it to find a specific article, your mind strangely blank. What's the matter? Vinny asks. You look like you've seen a ghost. 1, 2, or 3. One, two, three. Oh, lots of wands. Jeez, look at all those wands. Alright. I have. No sense lying, not when you can feel the tremor in your fingers, the heat rising to your head. You find the article and stare at it. It's her, no doubt about it. JJ Havoc, the future of the GWA? Oh, her, Vinny says. Came out of nowhere. Wasn't even in their developmental system. And suddenly her debut match next Wednesday is the leading story on the GWA website. Why? Do you know her? Apparently you missed the news. You've been too busy preparing for your big debut. What you thought of as your big debut. But she just had to spoil your moment, didn't she? Just like she did 2 years ago. JJ Havoc is her ring name. But you know who she really is. Jasmine Bloody Delgado. And I might just stop it here. I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. So, I guess that's it for now. I thought I'd get rid of that. Just a second. Let me get a link to Slam just for you guys to have a look at. This is $2.95 on Steam. Down from $3.95. I highly recommend getting a copy and playing for yourself, but if you don't want to do that, I might stream this again another time. So for now, I guess I'll see you guys some other time.